Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. Here we go again. It's just never gonna stop, these videos. It'll never stop. Today I wanted to talk about a plant that I've had for well over a year. It's been in my house for so long and it's been loud and proud and being fabulous and putting out new leaves like crazy, or new fronds. Is that the word? And it's called the Asparagus Fern, or also known as the Plumosa Fern. I've seen this exact plant named both of those things, but fun fact, it's not actually a fern at all. I think it's part of the lily family. I could be wrong. Don't count on that. Just saying. And I used to have it in a terrarium, and it actually really did well there because that's back when I was like, oh, it's a fern, so like, you know, it likes terrariums. So they don't necessarily need the humidity levels that a fern does. Don't get it twisted, okay? It's not actually that much of a fern. But let's just get to it and I'll show you how I take care of it. So the light needs on this guy, it can handle direct sunlight outdoors. I've seen it happen with my own eyes. But that was in a Southern California climate, so it definitely won't survive everywhere, but it can handle that. If you have it indoors, I would suggest bright light, maybe some direct light here and there throughout the day, or morning light. But if you can't provide that, it also does well in a bright room. It just won't grow as aggressively or quickly. But if you do have it in some direct light, that's when it was pushing out most of its new leaves, is when I had it in a dappled direct light situation. The soil for these guys, I would suggest a very fast draining soil. I actually use complete cactus and succulent mix for this guy because, again, they're not a fern. They like to dry out between waterings. Not too much, obviously, but just make sure that they're dry before you water them, at least on the top couple inches of soil. Just because if you keep them too waterlogged, they start to die off, and they don't like to have too much water surrounding their roots all the time. So definitely let it dry out. Do not treat it like a fern. That's a mistake, and you will kill it. Please don't kill this plant. You can water it from the top, but I've also gotten into soaking them from the bottom. I think that plants generally like that because they get to pick and choose, like, okay, I'm gonna absorb this soil, like, don't pressure me, don't rush me, I'm gonna take my time, take what I need, and then you can just let them, you know, just remove them from the water. So you can dunk them in water for 30 minutes, just sit their nursery pot in there and let them absorb their own water, and then I won't have to water them again for probably a few weeks. So this plant is overall pretty low maintenance as far as watering goes. Fertilizing these guys, I've been doing just a teaspoon of fish fertilizer for a few weeks. I've only done it once so far, and then it hasn't dried out. It's actually feeling dry enough right now, so I might water it right after this video. But just fertilize it here and there. But overall, it was pushing out new growth before I even used fertilizer on it, so I don't think it necessarily needs it. But if you want to be the doting helicopter parent, then go ahead and do it. So that's about it for the Plumosa Fern, or the Asparagus Fern. I hope this video was helpful. Overall, it's a very good beginner plant. You can grow it indoors in bright or some direct light if you have that to offer. Super, super easy, doesn't require a lot of water, so it's good for beginners if you can find one. I think they're pretty common. I see them quite often at all kinds of different nurseries and stuff. But just like a cool, like, little plant, you know? Like, don't those little fronds just look so fun? Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Please like, comment, obviously subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.